The financial civilization itself is also undergoing mutation and development, especially in the past years, where the world's finance has been changing and unpredictable against the backdrop of the lingering capital. Financial civilization is increasingly showing its power. First of all, financial civilization gradually transcends industrial civilization, and its laws are completely different from the law of value of industrial civilization. When financial civilization knocks at the door, many people familiar with the laws of traditional industrial civilization are realize later and use the wrong rules of industrial civilization to calculate. The result missed out on the benefits bestowed by financial civilization. LTCM, a hedge fund company managed by Nobel laureates who are proficient in the most complex risk products and models, fell on the eve of financial civilization, and billion arbitrage funds were wiped out. When the British Chancellor of the Exchequer was about to rise in the price of gold, he mistakenly estimated the situation and left more than half of Britain's gold reserve at the lowest point in years, which caused the British government to lose at least £1 billion, leading the Parliament to ask him to settle accounts in the autumn. Secondly, financial civilization has high requirements for the quality of other civilizations grafted onto it. If they can match each other, it will have a significant amplification effect on the achievements of other civilizations. Otherwise, reverse results will occur. Former British Prime Minister Thatcher keenly seized the key to the financial explosion and implemented a major transformation of the securities market, creating a new City of London and ushering in a new era of British finance. On the contrary, the Japanese version of the financial explosion backfired, not only failing to unleash vitality in Japanese finance, but also plunging it into numerous crises. The root cause is a lack of understanding of the special laws of financial civilization. Currently, a new wave of financial civilization is quietly hitting the Asian coast. But the panic of the financial crisis, these old experiences have deeply rooted in people's hearts, making people from all walks of life afraid of what is about to happen. Southeast Asian countries that have experienced the financial crisis are typical representatives, and they have strong vigilance against the current global liquidity surplus and asset price rise. Many countries have already started deploying in late and early such as Vietnam, the Philippines, Thailand, India, etc., which have strengthened financial regulations in advance, in order to mitigate the risk of capital flight. Thailand even resorted to government intervention, which was counterproductive, while opposition to free currency floating suddenly. Future society will be people-oriented, and meeting people's various emotional needs will become the source of new business opportunities. Neil Pinker proposed in New Thinking that the 6 senses that the right brain era should possess include a sense of design, storytelling, symphony, empathy, entertainment, and exploration of meaning. And business opportunities lie in the experience of these 6 or even more emotional needs, such as doctors using laughter, yoga, entertainment to heal patients, transforming old factories into modern office spaces with a sense of design. The opening of the Cube-era empathy of high school, university, white-collar SNS social network services on the campus network will undoubtedly bring about the reconstruction of industrial boundaries, leading to the emergence of a large number of new industries and former TUS. On the other hand, whether it's the older generation who thinks with the left brain or the new generation who thinks with the right brain, in this comprehensive integration in the era of unity, whoever can represent the interests of the greatest majority will ultimately win. Deng Xiaoping adhered to the four cardinal principles: turning right to carry out reform, opening up and marketization, and took the middle path of giving priority to efficiency and giving consideration to fairness, so that China got rid of the ideological struggle and rose rapidly, relying on economic development. The same applies to business opportunities. Whoever can combine left brain and right brain can free from constraints and allow various elements to fuse and collide under the catalysis of creativity and imagination, so that they are no longer just looking for business opportunities, but creating them. The left and right brain connection may open up business opportunities from three aspects. One is the application of new technologies in the wave of wisdom, ecological civilization, financial civilization, etc. under the impact of various right-brainization approaches. It will upgrade at a faster pace and become a carrier for generating business opportunities. Secondly, various countries may show their respective skills in seizing the commanding heights of wisdom. For example, the United States has already launched ERIC plan to study wisdom. And there are still people in China who want to build smart banks. This trend will make people pay more attention to balancing left and right, and various alternative ideas such as whether software can be downloaded and memorized in the future will bring new business opportunities and sparks. Thirdly, for most enterprises, it is difficult to achieve a left and right brain connection. So it may be the norm to be forced to upgrade the version due to being dragged by the situation. A small number of enterprises with unique thinking will unleash their creative imagination, see through changes in the situation, grasp policy trends, and quickly occupy techno. It is the relationship between people's livelihood and well-being and macroeconomic. When the total increase in housing prices in Germany was only % in the average annual growth rate is only %. This is in sharp contrast to the rapid foam of the real estate market in Britain, and the United States over the same period, which rose as high as %, and %. Thanks to this, Germany has maintained a virtuous cycle of real estate finance and the real economy, avoiding real estate financial explosion. On July Margaret Thatcher launched a large-scale financial reform. This reform not only has had a significant impact on the traditional financial system in the UK and has also had a significant impact on the development of the global financial industry, known as the financial explosion. The Big Bang quickly triggered a wave of global financial liberalization. During this period, the core content of the financial industry reform was the liberalization of the financial services industry, the elimination of brokers and traders, the regulation that the two functions of trading cannot be mutually exclusive, with brokers and exit agents serving simultaneously, and the restrictions on the membership of exchanges being relaxed. Cancel the minimum fixed commission limit for securities trading and implement the liberalization of securities trading agency fees. Remove the restriction on none. Secondly, the financial national strategy is the most prosperous. There have always been rumors of American conspiracy theory in the financial market. For example, the United States wants to force the RMB to appreciate, just like Japanese asset price bubble in that year, and let China's economy fall into recession. The Southeast Asian financial crisis is believed to be largely due to the financial conspiracy of the UK. The UK used international speculators to destroy the Hong Kong economy, allowing the Chinese government to take over a mess like Hong Kong, while the US cooperated with its actions to profit from it. No matter whether the conspiracy theory is established or not, finance has actually been regarded as an important means of national strategy by the United States and Britain. They are controlling the redistribution of global resources by financial means, such as using finance to control the world's agricultural civilization and industrial civilization. The prices of agricultural products, energy, and resources are all controlled by the futures market. In addition to being regarded as a national policy measure, finance itself has also become an end, such as the United States launching the Kosovo War to prevent the return of European financial capital and blow up the euro. The organic combination of political deception, military strikes, and financial gain has become a common national policy in the United States and Britain. From this it can be seen that financial civilization not only has economic significance in the United States and Britain, but also has significant political significance value. Thirdly, the logical deferral of the industrial economy is the most classic there. The rise of the old financial industry in the UK as a result of the Industrial Revolution, raising funds and taking on risks, have supported huge investments in transportation, energy, raw materials, infrastructure, and other aspects, promoting manual production to fully enter the industrial civilization era of large-scale machine production. The Dow Jones stock market in the United States provided the main financial driving force for the development of industrial civilization. Through the listing of enterprises, a bridge was built between industrial civilization and financial civilization. For example, the compensation of company executives was changed from the payment law of industrial civilization to the payment law of financial civilization, which instantly magnified the hard work and linear accumulation of company executives. In the stock market, And the Nasdaq stock market plays a bridging role in the grafting of new economic civilization and financial civilization, using the interests and rules of financial civilization to stimulate Americans' innovation enthusiasm, which in turn promotes the development of new economic civilization. Is also the reason why, although the size of the German stock market is small, the leverage ratio of the corporate sector can be lower than that of capital market-dominated economies such as the United States and the United Kingdom. Many German family businesses have a preference for operational independence, which also leads them to tend towards self-integration capital. Under the corporate governance model in Germany, whether it is debt financing or equity financing, it means that the financing enterprise needs to partially transfer control or operate independently. The deep participation of German banks in the corporate governance of financing enterprises has a substantial impact on business decision-making. According to the survey on SMEs refusing to lend by KfW, more than % of the surveyed enterprises will maintain their corporate independence as the reason for not lending KfW. Hermann Simon pointed out that Germany's invisible champions still hold a reserved attitude towards going public, and they generally believe that independence is clearly more important than fast-growing companies. German corporate financing DIY also means that the corporate sector actively, from information to trust and from trust to credit, can be achieved, thereby significantly reducing the phenomenon of umbrella collection on rainy days. The system of managing banks. The interaction between German banks and enterprises has always been known for its long-term and close nature, so much so that banks are called butler banks. A German bank will accompany an industrial enterprise the entire process of decline and change, from cradle to grave, from establishment to liquidation. Is on page a vivid portrayal of this relationship. Against the backdrop of the transformation of large banks, the development of internet banking, and the increasing demand for